So, I mean, there are natural things we could add.
Okay.
Obviously, we've sort of built the firm on being, experts. We're like the doctor that just does, hand surgeries or like something very niche and specific, right?
Yep.
And I think it's worked well because you become known for that.
Yeah.
So, I'm always worried about diluting that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we could potentially compete with referral sources and,
Oh, yeah.
so there's a lot to consider. But, in terms of adding new strategies, I think more of the tax strategy and specifically because I deal with a lot of people that maybe employed a tax strategy, like, for example, syndicated conservation easements. A lot of people invested in these and now, regret it 6 or 7 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's kind of obvious to me that there is a need for someone that can kind of come in and diagnose the risk and lay that out for clients, because I don't think the person that's introducing them to the strategy maybe is always transparent. I don't think it's always malicious. I think it's just they're selling a product. So I was like, that makes sense. And we've done some of that where it's like you get pitched and we're happy to look at it. And, my goal isn't to say no, right?
Right.
But it's like, client, like, what's your risk tolerance? And like, here is how this can go in the various scenarios. And, are you okay with that? There's a psychological toll to litigation and, like, it's not a big deal to me, right? But it's not my life, my money, et cetera. But yeah. And then, with a lot of the proactive strategies, though, you have to like implement things, right? And that's always been the hard part, because we don't implement the stuff. So I think we would have to start doing that.
Yeah.
And that's something we're looking at.
Okay.
We represent a lot of people that haven't filed tax returns for like 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they want to get back into the system.
Yep.
Historically, I've just referred them to preparers, CPAs, enrolled agents, whoever. It has become increasingly harder to place them with people. So I do think we will probably start preparing some of those returns ourselves.
Yep.
So that's an area we could go into. So it's a really long answer to say we're going to kind of stick to the bread and butter, and it will be complementary areas to what we're already doing. So I don't want to dilute the fact that we're experts around tax.
Yep.